I'm Nate Perry, and I'm the Managing Director of the Hopper Institute for Agricultural Studies here at Huntington University. And thanks for joining me out here at the Strauss Animal Science Education Center, just on the edge of campus. In case you're wondering where this is, straight ahead of me is the Plex, the Physical Education Complex. You may hear some traffic that sits right here along 24. But behind us is the 10,000 square foot hands-on learning experience that our students are about to enjoy. We're getting close to finalizing construction. You can see we received some rain overnight, but our construction crew and excavation crew is returning later this week once this dries out to finish our grade work. We're also going to have our solar panel team return and finish throwing glass, as they call it, putting and installing our solar panels on this south-facing roof line. You'll see the porch, which now has doors on it, and we're pretty excited about that. You'll see our overhead doors. The first overhead door enters our storage area, where we'll have our side-by-side and also some of our feed storage. The larger door next to the walk-in door, that enters the flexible pen space. And then the far overhead door without the windows, that'll be our isolation and quarantine pen. We're here at the main entrance of the Strauss Animal Science Education Center, about ready to walk in, but first, one of the key things I want to point out is all of our students and faculty and staff will use their ID card to enter this space. It's an opportunity for us to control the access, keep track of who's going in and out, but also limit the entry into the building and ultimately protect our animals. So let's come on inside. So again, the total facility is about 10,000 square feet. The people portion is about 4,000, the animal portion is 6,000. So right now, the first thing you're looking at when you walk in will be the office for the faculty and also our student workers and the barn hands. And we'll have a countertop in here and a sink and then also a refrigerator. This will be a locked space, accessible to only those who have that key to enter that area. The next storage area is a space that we have really for all of the trade shows that we do. Gift items for our guests and anything that we may need that really is available for the people. Beyond that is our mechanical room and then also our storage for the feed for the animals, and then also side-by-side and other items like wheelbarrows and shovels and rakes and things like that. Next space we come to is our first of two bathrooms. This restroom will remain more of a clean restroom, available to those who are not necessarily back in the barn space with the animals. And I'll point out that the concrete here will all be a finished epoxy concrete, no carpet, no tile here, but this will be a really nice surface that will be able to be easily cleaned. And next to this first bathroom is where our cleaning supplies will be stored. This is our mop closet, available to our janitorial team. Again, to be able to keep this pristine space as clean as possible. We're going to walk into the classroom now through these double doors. Imagine what they'll look like when they are installed. And we come into our 1,400 square foot modular classroom. Again, no carpet, no tile. This will be a finished epoxy concrete. All of the desks and all of the tables and chairs in here will all be modular. They'll all be on wheels that can be nested and put away for storage. You'll see that we have lots of daylight in here with these windows. We know one thing about our ag students is they like sunlight, so we will have that available to them. There'll be a dry erase board on this wall and then also one behind. There'll be a counter with some cabinets here along with a sink, and then these windows are pretty important to this space. So as we invite others to this space, like our K through 12 friends, our elementary school students, these windows will allow science and agricultural to be seen happening and taking place. So this will allow folks to walk right up to the windows and be able to see some animals that will be in these pens just outside on the other side of this wall, and really give us an opportunity for our students to see things happening from this side. One of the technological pieces we have is if you're on this side of the wall and you have a question for a faculty or a student member, you can actually ask those questions to them and they'll be able to answer them for you while you're on this side of the wall and they're on that side of the wall. So pretty exciting feature for us. There'll be an IT closet that will be in this corner, and then also the door leading out to the back porch that faces to the east. We're going to walk down this space, which will be another secure zone for us to enter in. There'll be a printer and some cabinets and counter space here, since we're just a little walk away from campus. If students forget to print something for class, they will have the access and ability to do that. The entire building is all on a Wi-Fi network, so anything that they've had back on campus, they'll be able to use here on this side of campus and the Animal Science Center as well. The first room we come to is our showers facility. Due to biosecurity and just trying to keep things as clean as possible, our students will be able to access a shower in, shower out opportunity as they come to work or they come in for the learning space in the classroom. This will be our second restroom, one more accessible to those students who are in the barn. This one may not be quite as clean as the one up front based on the students that are coming in and out of here. You will see on this side, imagine the boot lockers and coverall lockers. This will be a space where students will actually hang those items and store their boots while they're working in the animal space. And again, as we walk through, this will be another secure zone that your student ID or your faculty staff ID card will get you or not get you access to. We're now on the animal side, and we still have some construction going on right now, finishing up some of the ceiling. But this is the flexible pin space, again about 6,000 square feet on this side of the wall. And you'll see a variety of things taking place here. We have a plastic truss core that is on the wall that will be easily washable, and then there's a white steel above that as well. You'll see in the far side is an enclosed pin. That enclosed pin is our quarantine and isolation pin for any animals that may get sick. Or if we bring an animal off the farm, they can stay overnight there for a few nights before we introduce them to the rest of the herd. The two enclosed pins over here, those are spaces that will be dedicated to a certain species of animals, likely to be hogs and also chickens. Those two spaces are completely enclosed, again from a biosecurity standpoint, to be able to allow students to be able to work in this space and not have access to those if they happen to be in an internship or working off the farm at another location. We're in the flexible pin space right now. And here in the concrete is probably one of the most unique components to this facility. There's a 3-inch PVC sunk in the ground about 17 inches, and they have these caps on them. And there are a variety of these throughout this space on an 8x8 grid system. This allows us to configure this space however we need to. If we have smaller animals, say sheep, we can configure an 8x8 pin. If we have a larger animal, maybe a cow-calf pair, we can actually extend that to 8x16 or 8x24 to be able to give those animals enough room that they need. This allows us to build this facility for tomorrow and not just build it for today, that we're not limited to one particular configuration based on what animals we may see in the future. We're now joined on the east side of the Don Strauss Animal Science Center, and a few things I want to point out. We have a beautiful look of the pond here, and then we also have our second porch where we have some picnic tables that some of our ag students in construction and maintenance class have built for us. We'll be bringing those here on site very soon. Give you some ideas of what we're looking at here. We have some solar panels in the south-facing roof line here, as well as also an overhead door that leads to our flexible pin space. And then also our utility shed. Utility shed will be used for compost and storage of some other things. Right now they are storing our flexible pins that just arrived this week. Of course they are in forest green color. We will be adding those and installing those in the coming weeks as well once the construction crew leaves the site.